y'all, here's the 17th video. One more to go. Hope you enjoy all the pictures from our trip to Japan. This day was another slow start, but not as slow as the day before. I think we were both feeling like it was time to go home, but we didn't want to waste any of our remaining time in Japan. The forecast had changed a bit. Now it wasn't expected to rain, but we still wouldn't have a clear sky. We ate our prepackaged breakfast and set out for the theme park, Fuji Q Highland. We could have taken the train, but would have had to walk a mile in the other direction first, which would cause it to take just as long as simply walking. So we decided to walk the whole way instead of taking transit. We also thought this might be a good way to get a chance to view Fujisan, but it was still too cloudy. On the way there, we found a walking trail that shortcut through the woods. It was cute, but did have some garbage like a park would at home. I guess maybe more young people hanging around due to the theme park? As we exited the woods, there was a souvenir shop with some neat stuff and a bonsai vendor outside. Then we hit up the Fuji Heritage Center, which had cool information about the famous mountain, the region, the inhabitants of the area throughout history, and the pilgrimages they made. It also had an indoor floating canvas shaped like Fujisan, with lights that changed on it to give a sense of time and season. Next, we walked to Fuji Q Highland. There was a tourist coupon for free admission. Since we weren't sure whether we would ride any rides, we didn't opt to buy the unlimited ride pass. However, later we realized it would have been a great deal since it was basically the cost of riding 2 of the large roller coasters, which are the park's main attraction. The other big attraction that they have is Konoha Village, which we stopped by first so I could have some photo ops with characters from Naruto. Then I went on to Fujiyama, their biggest roller coaster. It was tons of fun and a very different experience from other theme parks I've been to. They had us stretch and repeat a safety poem. Then we both rode the Ferris wheel to see if we could get a view of Mt.Fuji from up high. Alas, it was too overcast to catch a glimpse, despite the good view. We shared a burger and fries from a food stand, and then I went on the Takabisha. Takabisha had some loop-de-loops and twisted around upside down. Also a fun ride. I should have gotten the unlimited ride package.
側に下がってお待ちください。
We took the train back to town to try and catch the ropeway again, but it was still closed despite us getting there when the staff said we should try again. As an alternative, we found a hiking trail that looped up behind things, although instead of heading up in the direction of the ropeway, where we knew Fujisan view would be possible, we went in the opposite direction. At the end of it, which was on the complete opposite side of the lake, we came across a small Shinto shrine nestled in the forest at the edge of the town. There was nobody there, and it was extremely peaceful. After taking it all in, we walked down by the lake again and caught a glimpse of a swan being fed by people in a swan-shaped paddle boat. To our surprise, we heard some Cuban music coming from a food cart. We almost started dancing, but decided we would be even more out of place than we already were, so we walked over to check it out instead. Turns out it was a real Cuban food cart. The guy had been a pro boxer when he moved from Cuba to Japan, then decided to switch gears and make a living off of cooking. We got a Cuban sandwich and some drinks, then sat down at the lake to enjoy our mid-afternoon meal. We would have gotten 2 sandwiches, but it was still too early for dinner. As we walked back towards the hotel, Fujisan made a brief appearance, barely peeking through the clouds. Since we were midway down the street, we ran towards the bridge that crosses part of the lake in an attempt to get a better view. However, in less than 10 minutes, the clouds managed to catch up, and the mountain once again was hidden from us. Well, that's it for this video. If there's anything you want to know more about, put it in the comments below. I'll post the next video tomorrow, so make sure to like and subscribe for more.